Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Poul. This is also Chef Alex.
Hello.
And Chef Alex is going to try our ever-loving classic Halifax Donair. This is one of my favorite dishes that we go out to restaurants. And why eat at restaurants and you make it yourself? Let's make cooking great again. Alex, let's do her up. Let's take a look.
Let's see how hard this is to open. Shouldn't be too hard. It's not too bad. Not too hard to open. It is very messy, so I'm gonna.
It is. It can be a very messy thing to eat, and that's fine. That's why you have a. That's why it's open like this.
Yeah.
So how's that look?
Looks really good.
Unfortunately, we got the wrong size pita bread. It is what it is, but you know what? Get a knife and fork and dig in.
Good.
What do you think, Alex?
I think this looks better than what you would get at a restaurant. The meat is a lot thicker. The sauce is, I got a little bit on my fingers, so it's sweet like it should be, not sour. I'm just gonna try a bit of that right there.
How's that taste, Alex?
Very flavorful.
Tastes like a good donair?
Very good.
Perfect. Stay tuned, guys. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Join www.poulskitchen.com. Latest recipes and cookbooks. Check this out. Stay tuned, and you'll see exactly how to make Halifax's signature donair.
See you next time.
Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Poul. With me, Chef Alex.
Hello, everyone.
Amy's in bed sleeping today, and because she works graveyard shift tonight, so she's got to sleep.
Yeah.
So I'd love to have her with me, and we're going to make her jealous because Alex and I are going to eat some donairs. What's a donair, you ask? Well, to us, it's a maritime special. It's something that we eat a lot of, something we love. It's important to everybody in Halifax. So it's basically comes from a Greek who wanted to make a gyro.
Or a euro.
From Europe, from Greece.
Yeah.
And he didn't think that we, the Halifaxonians, were ready for that, and that we'd like things a little sweet, so we invented the donair. And it's something we eat a lot of here. Alex, do you not like donairs?
I love donairs.
Absolutely, everybody does. So I've got a little over 2 pounds of medium ground beef. I grew up eating this with lamb, but lamb is not exactly...
It's not really easy to come by.
No, it's actually really hard. And I should use my gloves for this.
Every now and then you'll find like lamb steaks, but it's not enough to make a donair.
Yeah, not even close, and it's also super expensive. So
Yeah.
we don't really do that a whole lot here anymore because it's not good. So I'm going to show you my recipe for making donairs, and this is not the first recipe I have on Poul's Kitchen for this, and I realize that, but I've improved the recipe a little bit, and I'm going to improve the presentation a little bit, and hopefully I make all everybody that watches this a little bit jealous And if you live in another area and you have somebody that's trying to claim that that they're selling legitimate Halifax Donairs or Atlantic Canadian Donairs or Canadian Donairs, and the sauce is sour,
Shouldn't be sour.
then they're scamming you. It's not a real Donair.
The sauce should be
Sweet.
Sweet, yeah.
It's absolutely sweet. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. If you follow this recipe, it's going to be really, really sweet. You won't have to worry because it's absolutely not hard to make. It's actually super easy. If you don't have a if you have a blender that has like a hook on it that you can make bread up, or you can mix bread dough, you can do that, or you can use your hands and do it. I don't want to. So I've got garlic powder. I've got paprika, and these are all 2 tablespoons each. So it's an easy measurement to remember. They're all 2 pounds. Or 2 tablespoons, sorry. That is onion powder.
And all these ingredients are already measured out.
Yes. Oregano. And I didn't use that. I'm going to put a little bit of low salt. And surprise, surprise,
Pepper.
black pepper.
Gotta have black pepper in Donairs.
Yeah, you do. And when you get ready to eat it yourself, you want to put more black pepper on. Get a ground pepper shaker, guys. You'll taste it better.
Yeah, don't use the table pepper.
Yeah, table pepper sucks. There's no flavor in it. It's not good. All right, now. I got my beautiful Ninja blender, and of course, I have to put it on properly, otherwise it's not going to lock. And I guess we're going to give this a few minutes, because what this is going to do, it's going to blend everything into a nice little, it's going to blend this into something that's a little bit more workable. Now I'm going to release this here, and if I only used one thing of burger meat, this probably would have worked a little better. And I'm not ready for that yet, but the stove is. The stove is going to have to wait. For a few minutes here, it's going to help promote itself, and we want that This is why I like the Ninja blender. It works beautiful. Yes, it costs a little bit, but it is not the cheapest blender in the world by any means, but
It's one of the best ones.
but it works really damn good. So I'm super happy with it. If you can ever get yourself a Ninja, I would highly recommend getting a Ninja. Now, this is the biggest pain right here is making sure that you get the meat off and be careful.
Yeah.
Because these are sharp.
Those blades are very sharp.
And you can really, really hurt yourself. Alright, so this part is ready. It didn't take very long. Traditional pizza maker,
Donair?
bread makers or mixers with the dough hook on them, they can take a little longer because they go slower. So you want to turn this into a little bit of a loaf. This looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
So here I've got a baking tray, a little bit of tin foil, and then a wire rack. And you're going to ask me, why do I have a wire rack? Well, that's actually really, really easy. And the reason for the wire rack is we're going to set this on here and bake it. It's going to be in there for 2 hours. And I want the grease to drip down there so that when we go to serve this and start eating it, it's got as less grease on it as possible. Because we don't want the grease. So, by all means, this is not the quickest thing in the world to make. Don't make this and start thinking that that this is going to be the fastest thing in the world. It's not. This is going to take you a little bit of time.
But it'll be well worth it.
It is definitely going to be well worth it. And you can make this with only one pack. You can do that. It's a waste of time though. You're going to want to have a little bit more than just one serving. You're going to want to have this for a few days. So, I'm going to set this in the oven, and while I do that, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. It really means a lot to us. It takes a little effort from you, but it does a lot for us. So please hit that for us. Please go to www.poulskitchen.com. You'll see our recipes. You'll see everything on there, and I'll tell you, it might be something that you're really interested in. One other thing that I want to mention before we let this go for now, I don't want to pretend this is the healthiest recipe in the world. It isn't. It's not the worst. Believe me, you can do far, far worse. But this does have sugar. If you're highly sensitive to sugar, avoid this. I can probably give you another way that has less sugar. Won't taste as good, but it will work. But this is more of a dish that's our traditional dish, and that's why I'm doing it. It's not like grossly unhealthy, but there is sugar in it, so I do have to make sure that everybody's aware of that, because I don't want to make somebody start eating something and not be aware that it's there. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. To make the Donair sauce, and like I said, when the Greek made this, he made it sweet. You need a can of sweetened condensed milk. This has 11% sugar. So it is a fair bit of sugar. It could be worse. And there's a lot of things out there that are way, way worse than this. With that being said, it could be worse, could be better. Not a big deal. But just be aware. So we'll be back shortly and before the 2 hours, because we got to do the veggies and we got to make the sauce. So we'll be back. Welcome back. So we got about another hour and a half of the Donair to go. I would open and take a look, but I don't want to because there's nothing to see. It's wrapped. All right, I've got about a quarter of a block of pizza Parmesan cheese, or mozzarella, sorry. You don't need cheese for your Donair, however we like it, so we're using it. I've got one sweet onion, and you'll see the way that I've got it diced up, and one full tomato. I've got that diced up too. I got my container, and this is where we're going to be putting everything in. I've got 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. So I didn't pre-open this. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. Sue me.
And about the cheese, if you come to Halifax, like if you're visiting Halifax, and you decide to try a donair for the first time, you'll find that many restaurants don't put cheese on their donairs, but I like cheese on my donair.
I'm gonna highly recommend, even if they don't offer it, ask for it.
Yeah.
It's is it a necessary thing that you have to have on it? No, it is not. It is not even standard. However, it is an add-on that you can add, and I highly recommend it because cheese makes everything better. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
This is a dish that you want your cheese.
You may have to pay like $1.50 or like $2 extra for cheese, but
It's worth it.
it is worth it.
Now, when you're opening this up, make sure you're taking a spoon and getting everything in here, because it's going to take... You want all this in the fridge. Don't leave the sauce for last minute, because it needs at least a half an hour to set.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it's not going to set properly. So just do yourself a favor. Do this near the beginning of the process. So we're doing 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. Try to get the stuff that has the less sugar if you can. If you live somewhere where you can get sugar free, even better. We don't, so this is the one thing that makes this a little difficult. But it means if you're diabetic, just don't pour this on.
No.
A little bit, that's fine, but just be careful. I got half a cup of vinegar, and then 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. That's all you need.
That's pretty easy.
It's very easy. And you just take your spoon and you give it a good stir. And when I say a good stir, you really want to stir this.
You don't want to be eating your donair and get clumps of garlic powder.
No, you don't. And now a lot of people are going to tell you, oh, don't forget your half cup of sugar. The recipe, the official recipe calls for half a cup of sugar. You don't need it.
No, and the reason for that is because the sweetened condensed milk already has sugar in it.
Yeah, it has enough. For a diabetic, it's not exactly the healthiest for us, but we can get away with it. If you go to a donair shop, they're going to have it.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it is what it is.
You can ask them
No,
to
you
not.
can't.
You can't ask them to not put donair sauce on it.
Oh, you can ask them not to put their donair sauce on, but what's the point of eating it?
True.
I mean, seriously, I'm sorry, but if I go get a donair and you don't give me any sauce, I'm not giving you money.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Yeah.
You need the sauce. It's better to make it yourself. Yes, you do need the sweetened condensed milk. I know there's an argument that you can make this a different way with absolutely 0 sugar. However, this needs to be thick, and the other way that they use with different ingredients is not thick at all.
No.
And you can't do it without adding, without using flour, which is carb, which is going to turn to sugar anyways. So I've seen it. It doesn't taste that great. And then you have to use a half a cup of stevia. Yeah, no. I'm absolutely not going to do that. Now see how this is nice and thick now?
Yeah.
It didn't take very long.
Almost looks like yogurt.
Yeah, it does. And it's super, super sweet. Now we're going to put a cover on this, and then we're going to stick this in the fridge. At least a half an hour, guys. And when this comes out of the oven, we're not ready to eat. This is going to cool down, totally going to cool down.
Yeah.
And we're going to cook this again later.
Okay.
But this has to be cooked twice. First time is when we're doing this, but this has to cool down 100% before you be ready to even serve it. So I mean, believe it or not, guys, the hardest part's done. The meat's done, the sauce is done, it just has to set. We got our vegetables here, and cheese is there.
Cheese, onions, tomatoes.
You know, waiting a little bit of time for everything to be set and done cooking. The hard part's done. I mean, this is not a hard recipe, guys.
No, it's really not.
Really, really super easy. Anybody can make this. It just, do you have time? One reason to get a Ninja. I mean, I wouldn't buy just any blender. I'd buy a Ninja.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, Alex has one, and he'll tell you that it does amazing. It's really, really good. I'm proud of the way that it performs.
I would highly recommend getting one.
I would never ever consider getting anything else because to me it's all about performance, and that to me is the best performance out of any blender I've ever owned. So I would never dream of getting anything else. And
What are you looking for?
a cover.
Okay.
Amy doesn't know how to put things away sometimes. And it's getting a little frustrating when I'm trying to look for something and I can't find what I need. Oh well, Amy will have to deal with it.
You just put some saran wrap over it. Or tin foil.
Yeah. Or she can wash another dish. Easier for me. So just make sure you wrap everything. I don't mind if she wants to do more dishes. But, alright. I just had surgery yesterday. I'm supposed to be on bed rest. I'm just doing the bare minimum to get what I want done for the day. And I just accomplished something really big yesterday, and I feel like I deserve to be celebrated for it. And nobody else is going to do it but me. So I'm making Donairs. So we'll be back. And we're back. So this is out of the oven. I just had a phone call, so it's starting to cool down now. And I'm going to show you a few little things here that are going to make things a little bit more clear to why I did this. Now, if you look down the grill here,
you can see the grease and the fat.
the grease and the fat are all gone down there. And you see the loaf there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to let this cool down. And when it's completely cooled down, now it's only 2:30. I'm not going to wake my wife up until 4. When she's awake and dressed, we're gonna shave this off and we're gonna make the Donair. So we're not done yet, but all the hard work, the Donair sauce, that's ready. The vegetables, that's ready. The cheese is ready. The meat is now ready. All we need to do is let it cool down, because when we go to fry this, we want it to be cold when we fry it. Now, does this mean we're gonna put this in the fridge? No.
No.
You're going to leave this out at room temperature. It will cool down on its own. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start shaving it. Not a hard process. Not at all. It's actually going to be really, really super easy. I'm just going to start shaving it. Alex and Amy are going to take theirs home with them. And they'll eat them when they want. I'll eat mine when I want. But this is easy. I mean, does this look really hard to you guys?
Not really. Not at all.
I mean, Alex, do you think you could do this?
Oh, for sure.
If Alex can do this, guys, anybody can do this. And it's not because Alex is a bad cook. Alex is a good cook. Alex is not exactly the cook that's going to think of something in imagination and try to do something complex.
No, that's true.
If I'm around, he'll try it, right? But if I'm not, then he won't do that. He'll do things a little bit more simplistically.
I'm not as confident in my cooking skills as Chef Poul, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad cook.
Not at all. Alex is a really good cook.
Thanks.
But this is something that you have to stop and think about. You can do this. You just have to take the right steps. If you take my videos and you go step by step with what I'm doing, you'll have no problems. This is going to be awesome, and this is what making cooking great again is all about. So let's build that wall. Make Donnie Trump pay for it. Joking. Let's make cooking great again, guys, and see what you can make on your own with the spices and everything else, the sauce, everything that we're going to line that up on. You're going to love this, really will. So we'll be back. And we're done. So this is nice and cool. So now we got to get ready to fry some up, because we're going to start making some Donairs. Alex said he's hungry. God only knows why, but he's a grown kid apparently, and he wants to eat.
I'm a 32-year-old kid.
Yeah. So we're just gonna cut some small pieces, very thinly. And we'll give them a little bit more. So what we're doing is we're making small Donairs. So that looks like a pretty good serving for a small donair. You don't want to put too much in, because you fill it too much, it's never going to close, and it's going to be a big mess.
It's gonna fall apart too.
Yeah. Falling apart's already. It's
Yeah, because you can just eat it with a fork.
yeah. But you don't want it to go that way.
No.
You really don't.
You want it to be able to close.
You want it to close somewhat.
And if you do have to open it up and eat it with a fork, that's not really a big issue. But you still want it to be able to close so the juices don't spill out.
So we're not cooking this. This is not getting cooked.
This is just being reheated in the pan.
Yeah, it's just we're just warming it up. That's all we're doing. Now, and I'm hoping I'm doing this right size. I normally don't wrap, but just for the sake of a video, that's what we're gonna do.
I thought the flash was on earlier on your phone, but it was just the light coming in through the window.
No, you got the flash on me though.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all good. All right, so like I said, we're just making small donairs. We're not making the big, large one. Now, if you want to get a large one and you want to make a bigger one, by all means. You're the one making the donair here, not me. You make it however you want, but this is how we make it. One thing you can do is splash a little bit of water on it, put it in the microwave for a couple seconds. That will thin it. That will make it a little bit more textile. And now I need to find my spatula. And again, we're not at all going to be.
We're not cooking it.
We're not cooking it. We're just reheating it a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it nice and hot. Alex, are you hungry?
Very hungry.
All right. Well, Alex will be the first one to see this.
Let's get a closer look. How's that look, guys? If I can focus on the meat.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, honestly, I think this is going to taste great. I think it looks really good to me. All right, and this may be more than what Alex needs.
I don't mind a bit extra.
Yeah, but you also gotta remember it's got to close too.
Yeah, true.
Now, if you were to go to like an actual pizza shop and get this,
That's probably enough. Yeah.
it's going to be a lot thinner.
Yeah.
All right, so now you need to put some donair sauce on.
You'll probably find that the ones that you get at the pizza shops are really hard to close. Most times.
Most times, and my donair sauce is typically a lot more thicker than what it should be, probably. But it's got a lot of flavor to it, so it's all good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put a little bit of tomato on there. Again, you don't need to on that.
Don't need too much.
And this isn't going to close.
That's fine. I can just eat it with a fork.
But we're going to try to close those as best we can. Then a little bit of onion. You don't want too much.
No.
But you do want some. Then, lastly, you want a little bit of cheese. I don't like to melt my cheese on there, but you can if you want.
But it might melt anyway from the heat of the donair meat.
If you really heat your donair meat up a lot, then you'll have no problem doing that.
Yeah.
Now, finally,
More donair sauce.
I want more donair sauce. And I think my biggest issue is I bought the wrong size pitas.
Maybe, but that's not really the problem.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, you come over here.
Yep. It's kind of getting washed out from the light, but you can kind of see that.
So I'm just going to finish wrapping it up like this. Oh. Before I close that, I'm going to close it like this. Make it a little bit easier that when Alex goes to eat this, it's going to make a lot less mess.
Okay. Thanks.
And that is the Halifax Donair. So please hit the like, share, subscribe. We always appreciate your being with us. We really do. So until next time, please let's all make cooking great again, because it makes everything better for everybody. Have a great day, guys.